Thanks, Earl, for that great introduction. And I'm so excited that the board also shared a lot of enthusiasm for the mission, the vision, and the strategic plan. I'm just going to go over a little slide deck that we actually presented to the board and kind of talk about the four big areas that we're focusing on for the next 7 years. And those areas are belonging and access to learners, a culture of shared learning, innovative IB-grounded programming, and authentic local and global impact. And again, these are things that we've talked about last year. We've taken 2 years of deep dives, gathering lots and lots of feedback from all of our different constituent groups, including our students, alumni, parents, and faculty. And this is what we presented last year as our 4 strategic areas that will really be a large part of our next 7 years. So the first one is belonging and access for learners. This is really an area where we are looking to increase our enrollment. And as we increase our enrollment, we're going to see some increased diversity. And that's diversity in lots of different ways. Sometimes it's socioeconomic, and that means we're going to see an increase in financial aid. In our second big area is really about increasing our teacher compensation and making sure that we have a strong recruitment of excellent teachers. So as we keep growing, we also have lots of amazing educators that are supporting our students and making sure that we're paying those educators well. Woo-hoo! The third real big objective under belonging and access for learners is bolstering those student supports that are going to support a larger student body. But we already know that our students have some significant needs and that we are growing in our ability or our maturity to really support students. So this is also about belonging and access for learners is also about increasing our capacity to really support our diverse student body, our students with social emotional needs, our students with learning variabilities, and behavioral needs. So these are things that already exist in our community, and we just want to keep getting better at supporting them. A culture of shared learning is the second strategic area, and this is really focusing on bringing in those best practices and becoming a regional center where folks come to learn. We really want to do an amazing job at taking something that we're already good at, which is student leadership and self-directed learning and agency. And we want to keep getting better and better so that we can be world renowned for that. And so some of that means reimagining the role of the teacher and the learner. Really, we're all learners. So whenever you see the word learner in our policies, in our practice documents, in our strategic plan, in our annual operational goals, we're always talking about not just our 18 and under learners, but we're talking about you folks and our parents and the leadership team. Everybody is a learner. We also want to make sure that the students have opportunities for internships and student-led conferences. We want to see some improvements in terms of our secondary, post-secondary outcomes and also our DP outcomes. We've already, over the last number of years, seen an excellent increase in our, I might be doing that the wrong direction for the video, an excellent increase in our DP results that, barring the 2 years of modified exam results, because obviously during COVID, there was some changes to the program, but back in 2019 was the last year that we had the full catalog of components that go into each student's subject mark. And of course, this past year was the highest year we've had on record without those modified exams. So we're very excited to continue to see that growth. And we know that the work that we've done and the resources we've invested in supporting all learners it's what's helping us to get there. And of course, the facilities need to support all of these types of events. So we need more parking because we're bringing more people onto campus as we connect with the community through this culture of shared learning goal. And we want to make sure that all of our facilities are very inclusive to everybody who comes to our place. Innovative IB grounded programming. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here because we do talk about this a lot in terms of last year's OPGOL 3, this year's OPGOL 1. Basically, we are super focused on making sure that we reach those notable achievements on the standards and practices the next time the IB swings around. And we want to have the facilities that really support that kind of learning. So that means our Arts and Innovation Center, our C building renovation, bringing the preschool campus up to this campus, and the phase 2 of the master's facilities plan, which increases our sports facilities and also our theater, etc. And then this last area is authentic local and global impact. Again, this is an area that we're already doing great work, and we're so proud of our students here. And we have 3 kind of major objectives that we'll see over the next 7 years. One is really making sure that we have more Hallmark experiences, each grade level having something awesome, like we have the 4th grade Big Island trip, making sure that we've got increased partnerships, that we are improving and or fortifying our relationship with the GCD for that Global Citizens Diploma, scholarships to help all of our students have international experiences, exchanges so that our faculty have opportunities for international exchange. Maybe our students have opportunities to try other IB schools on an international exchange. And last but not least is making sure that we're increasing our cultural connection to our local, our host culture. And that includes being able to pronounce Hawaiian language terms. And also you'll see that we have a really high goal for our leadership team to be 90% proficient at the OLI. And we'd love to have our faculty also participate in that. But we set a low bar, which we probably are also already close to meeting, but we want some more people on board to be able to really support our local or celebrate our local host culture. Folks, thank you so much for being a part of the last long 2-year journey to get us to this point where now we have a really good blueprint for where we're headed next. I'm excited to be a part of setting those annual operational goals based on the work that we've outlined in this strategic plan, and also to set just in general a vision for the future that can help guide other work that we're doing individually in the classroom and with our families and with our alumni, etc., through whatever function you play, whatever role you play at the school. This is the vision for our priorities going, at least for the next 7 years, going forward. All right. Thank you so much, folks. Aloha, and see you soon.